Jesus dies on the cross as the substitution for our sins. Jesus dies on the cross as a substitution for our sins. If you like the theological terminology, what this is called is substitutionary atonement. Jesus makes things right. He atones for what's wrong by substituting himself for me. Caiaphas unwittingly describes the very center of the cross in the answer to the question, why did Jesus have to die? Why? Why the cross? Why the pain? Why the torturous execution? Why the death and burial of Jesus Christ? Why does this happen? It's not just that, it's why does this have to happen? There are four things I want us to understand as we talk about Jesus as the substitution for our sins. See, John says that Caiaphas is right. The nation deserves to be punished for their sin, but Jesus will die in their place. Here's four things for us biblically to understand. I'm going to give you these four, and then we're going to unpack them just a little bit and see if we can't just kind of come face to face with the glory of God this morning. First, our sin alienates us from God. Our sin, every one of you, me, every human being, our sin alienates us, separates us from God. Secondly, God is holy, and his character demands that all sin is punished. Now, before we get to step 3, does that look like good news or bad news? That looks like really bad news, because both of these things are true. My sin has alienated me from God, and God is perfect in his holiness and righteousness, and that holiness demands that all sin is punished, which means I deserve the punishment of God. But there's more to the story. Our sin renders us hopeless. I can't actually fix this. Our sin renders us hopeless. But then God, who is rich in mercy, sent his son Jesus to die in my place and take the punishment for my sin.